Yo, welcome to Yard Vibes TV. You don't know, it's your boy Michael is the host. Please like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned. On this channel, we bring sports, entertainment. We bring it all. Alright? You don't know, big man thing. Peace and love.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Michael. I'm here back with another one. You don't know. So, before I get into the NBA sweepstake that's about to go down, it's like Christmas already come early. But I have a youth that I follow on Instagram named J Prince for life. The youth butt in a basketball. But yeah, man. So I got this dunk for all of my followers that just listen. You gotta check out my YouTube. It's called Yard Vibes TV, same as the podcast name, but Yard Vibes TV. It's on YouTube. Please go check out the video. You'll see who I'm talking about. His name is J Prince for life. That's Jay Prince 4 LIFE life. Follow him. He's on IG. You bud in a basketball, but the man threw down a dunk. So I'm gonna talk about dunks real quick. You know, a lot of people don't like to talk about getting dunked on. 2 times in my life I got dunked on. And a couple of my teammates will remember this. I remember one time I was in basketball camp and I went to school in South Carolina, and for this play, you know, the dude, he didn't even jump higher than me. I got up higher than him. That's the funny part. I got up higher than him. I was up there, my head was at above the rim, but he was smart because he knew that I was a shot blocker. Me being 6'4", he knew I was a shot blocker. So he came and he was smart. So I went up there, 2 hands ready to pin it to the glass. So he was coming from the baseline. So he grabbed my right hand and drew it over my left. So I was basically standing up in the air like this, and he came and put it on my head. And my teammates had a field day with me that night. But, you know, it's a part of the game. So this is what this play right here is about. J Prince for life. Check it out. I'm about to post a link. You're going to see the video. And the funny thing about it is, if you see in the video, the man don't even have on shoes. The man just come out from the yard and say somebody challenge him to come play ball, and say, yeah, challenge accepted. So you're a real baller. You don't turn down any challenge. That's just what it is. But yeah, man, I hope everybody's doing all right. So let's just jump into it, man. The NBA is going wild right now. James Harden, I don't know how true it is still trying to work his way out of Houston. Houston's still trying to work on a deal for to make Russell Westbrook happy, to get him out. I honestly don't know. To me, Houston, like I stated before in my last podcast, Houston should have never got rid of Clint Capella. Never. I think that's always gonna come back and bite them, because that was a dumb trade. You should have never got rid of Clint Capella. I know he got hurt, but you should have never got rid of him. Now James Harden to the Brooklyn Nets. I don't know how to really feel about that trade. If it does happen, I don't really know personally how to feel about it. But what I can say is this: it will be a nice offensive show. KD, James Harden, and Kyrie. It will be a nice offensive show. But they will have to give up a lot to get James Harden on the Brooklyn Nets. They would have to give up a lot. And I'm sure Houston will probably ask for the whole house. So just be practically KD, Kyrie, and James Harden over there in Brooklyn. So me personally, to me, I think Brooklyn needs to be looking for other players that can play defense and that can spread the floor a little bit more. They already have two players that I don't say KD need the ball to be effective, but when you have a ball dominant player like Kyrie works with the ball to me, and then to add James Harden to that mix, who's really not known for his defense. Yes, he can go off and give you 50 and 60 points, but there's gonna be some times where you need to play defense, and a lot of times people forget that not OKC, but the Golden State Warriors had a phenomenal defensive team. You know, Draymond Green, great defender, and they also had JaVale McGee, Andrew Bogut being 7 foot, clogging out the paint. They had Andre Iguodala. So they had good defensive players. So to me, given what Brooklyn might have to give up to get James Harden, I don't know. This is similar, not all the way similar, but it has similarities to how when Carmelo Anthony kind of forced his way to the Knicks instead of waiting for the offseason to sign. This is very similar because the Knicks practically give up about 10 players in order to get Carmelo Anthony, and then to me that's when the Knicks kind of like fall off because they never was able to really recuperate after that. They gave up way too much. Yes, Carmelo is a fantastic player. I think he's a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done, but he could have waited until that following free agency to then go sign with the Knicks, but he was rushing it. But with the NBA right now, it seems, you know, you have to have at least 3 players that can give you 30 points. That's just what the game seems to be going. Before it was a big man, little man, and you know, or you build your team to the draft, or you know. But now it seems like everybody's all buddy. You know, you can play with me, you can play with me. But obviously James Harden and Kevin Durant, they played together before in OKC, but this is a different James Harden. The James Harden that played to me in OKC was better because he was more well-rounded. You know, his game was more well-rounded. He was not just giving you 30 points. He was he was a good defender to me in OKC. And now he's a focal point of the offense. He doesn't too focus on defense anymore. He has his moments where he'll do a weak side steal, but he's not gonna lock you down type of defender. He doesn't have that shut you down it factor. That's not his game right now. His game is dribble. 5 seconds left on the clock. Either I'm gonna shoot or I'm gonna pass. You know, that's his game. But I don't know what you guys think about that possibility of Brooklyn. I know the scenario is now going to be, everybody's running from the West to beat LeBron, so they're going to the East. So it's a whole bunch of scenarios about to happen now. But, you know, the Lakers are the champion, LeBron and AD. To me, AD is probably he's a top 5 player in the league right now. He's a top 5. He might be even top 3 currently. Obviously, with KD coming back, I think he then moves down to 3 or 4. I would even, I think for me personally, LeBron is number 1, and then I would put Giannis if he had a better shooting game. I think that's the only slight to Giannis is his creativity and offense. That's the only slight to Giannis is just his creativity and offense, being able to shoot shoot you out of a situation, things like that. That's my only slight on Giannis of not giving him the edge over Kevin Durant. And to me, this trade won't solidify Kevin Durant in the way that he should be solidified. Yes, he got 2 rings. Yes, he had 2 final MVP. Yes, he has a regular season MVP. But to me, when you stack the deck so much, there's just so much credit you can get. And that's just me personally. When you stack the deck so much, there's just so much credit you can get. People always take off a little bit of credit from LeBron when he went to Miami to go join up with Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh and all of them. So you have to do the same thing to KD. If you're going to do it to LeBron, you got to do it to KD as well, So, the only difference is LeBron and D Wade and Bosh, they all came from different teams and then joined in Miami. KD got beat by the Warriors, a team that he was up against 3-1, and then they just fell apart. And people want to blame that on Russell Westbrook and say, "Oh, Russell Westbrook was the reason." Now, KD wasn't out there doing the same thing that KD was doing when he went to the Warriors, because he had other shooters that can space the floor, and they say this and that. Nah, Russell Westbrook was giving it as 100%. But I went a little bit off topic, but when you get into it, you get into it. But to me personally, the NBA right now is just on a fire sale. It's going to be trades after trades after trades after trades. With the draft coming up Wednesday, you don't know who's going to be drafted where. Excuse me. I think Wiseman, obviously, me personally, I think Wiseman should go to the Warriors. I think that would be a perfect fit. Unless the Warriors are looking for something right now to make them back in that upper echelon, then they can use that draft pick and trade for somebody. But who are they going to trade for? They can go down and trade for Valanciunas in Orlando. That would be a good pickup. Or because he can spread the floor and he can play defense. Or they can go athletic big and go get DeAndre Jordan from Brooklyn. So there's many different ways they can use that draft pick. So that's, for me, that's what I would do if I was the Warriors. If they don't make a trade, Wiseman is the pick for you. I think they're number 2, number 3. I think for number 1, Edwards from Georgia, I think he needs to go number 1 to the Timberwolves. I think that makes more sense. D'Angelo Russell is a point guard. Edwards can play off the ball. He can play with the ball. He's big. He's ready. He's NBA body ready, where you can throw him in there. He has other young players around him that's going to help him. So for me, that's where, and then LaMelo. I don't remember. Charlotte. I think Charlotte has the 3rd pick in the draft. I'm not 100%, but I think it's Charlotte that has the 3rd pick in the NBA draft. NBA draft. NBA draft order. NBA draft order. NBA draft order. Right? No. Let me see. Yeah. So Charlotte has the number 3 pick. So yeah, like I said, I think Anthony Edwards should be number 1, Wiseman 2, and then LaMelo Ball at 3. So now back to these trades. So Eric Bledsoe just got traded for Drew Holiday to the Pelicans. I think that hurt the Pelicans because they need shooters around Zion. but this to me boosts Milwaukee. I think this should look good for Giannis because Drew can give you 25 to 30, and he can play defense, and he can shoot, and he can pass, and he's a lot bigger than Bledsoe. So to me, this definitely benefits Giannis. They still need one more piece. I think they need another additional shooter to open up the floor even more for Giannis. Unless Giannis has been in the lab working on that jump shot steadily, putting up thousands of shots a day, they still need that other player. So that to me is a very, very good trade for the Milwaukee Bucks. I think that is a very, very good trade. That should make Giannis feel good. Phoenix Suns trading for CP. That is a phenomenal trade. So let's think about that. CP3 led the OKC Thunder to one game into beating James Harden and Russell Westbrook. One game away. They went to game 7. The rookie made a mistake with the last couple of seconds on the shot clock, and Houston ended up winning by default. So CP was able to bring that team without any additional stars on that team to game 7. Now just imagine what he's going to be able to do with Devin Booker and a young, athletic, big in DeAndre Ayton. Oh my God. People are sleeping on that trade. I think as time go on, you're going to see how much CP3 is going to be able to mold these young cats together. And they're going to frighten some people. They're going to frighten the hell out of some people. Well, I don't know why I keep yawning. I'm not sleepy. But I think you guys are going to love this NBA. Hopefully everything just, stays good. None of that COVID situation. I hope it continues to go away. But I think that trade for the Phoenix Suns is a phenomenal trade. Ricky Rubio and Kelly Oubre going to OKC. That is a good trade for OKC also. The more young pieces. Ricky Rubio is a good veteran guard. He can help them. I don't think he's going to help them in the way that CPE helped OKC, but he's going to help them in his way. Well, I don't know why I keep yawning like this. But what else? Well, the Lakers were trying to get DeMar DeRozan. I think that falls through. I think he's staying with San Antonio. Obviously, Anthony Davis decided to decline his contract, but we all know he ain't going nowhere. If he goes somewhere other than the Lakers, I would be surprised. But he's not going anywhere, so that's out of the mix. So, trades that I'm expecting to see in the next couple of days is something between Houston and either Philly. They say Philly's a spot. So if they trade James Harden to Philly, I think they should. If I was Philly, I would trade. If I was Philly, I would trade. What's his name? Ben Simmons for James Harden with a couple of picks. That's just me personally. Joel Embiid, to me, that's what you need. James Harden out to try that small ball. That small ball ain't gonna work. Tired of telling people that it ain't gonna work. It's not gonna cut it. It won't work. Cut it out. It's not happening. So with that being said, hold on. Let me. I gotta get some juice going here. Hold on. Okay, I'm about to die. Need the juice. Gotta get the juice. But yeah, man. With these trades coming up, I think Philly be a perfect spot. I think it would be a better spot for James Harden than Brooklyn, because it can still be quote unquote his team, even though it's Joel Embiid's. But I think it makes more sense. You have a big man, a little man, a big man that can spread the floor. Well, I don't know why I keep yawning, but a big man that can spread the floor, and he can defend, and he's athletic, and he can run the floor. So to me, perfect scenario, perfect. But then you put Ben Simmons in Houston. That's if Russell Westbrook hasn't gone anywhere. They say the Knicks is a team that is really interested in him. That would be good for the Knicks, because at least they will get some buzz. But that might go back to the Carmelo situation, where they're gonna have to clean house in order to get Westbrook, because his contract is massive. So I don't know how that will go, but it should be interesting. I haven't heard anything much about any other trades that are brewing, but man, matter of fact, let me do my research. NBA trades right now. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see anything else that's I don't see anything else right now in the 3-team trade. Memphis Grizzlies traded Jay Crowder, Solomon Hill, Andre Iguodala to Miami. Oh, that was earlier this year. See, that's old shit. I don't see anything new, but to me that Drew Holiday trade, big time for the Bucks. Big time. I think people are gonna overlook that trade and say, oh, he wanted a superstar with him. Man, you don't know what you got in Drew Holiday. Like, bro, you don't know what you have in Drew Holiday. But, you know, that's what people are gonna say. So let's see what else. You know, nothing else crazy going on. But all right, so I'm gonna finish off with this. So I heard a video with Gilbert Arenas. Wait, before I get to that, so I don't know if you guys, this kid in high school right now named Chet, dude is freaking phenomenal. 7 feet 20, I don't know, but he's freaking phenomenal. He moves like how KD moves. He can pass, he can dribble, he can shoot. Dude is skilled. I was just watching him play tonight. Dude is freaking phenomenal. Chet, the dude is nasty. Okay, he disgusting. Y'all need to go check this boy out. I'm gonna post a little small clip of him in the end of this video so y'all can check out some stuff on him. But the dude is freaking sick. But to get back to what I was trying to finish up with, so Gilbert Arenas, Agent Zero, made a statement saying that the NBA players would basically bust the NBA players from the 80s, 90s, because everybody's talking about the defense, and how the 90s defense was so tight. And he was basically saying how the NBA players or the NBA guards compared to the NBA guards then, the NBA guards now, he's saying, have more moves in their bags, which is true. Okay, evolution has done that. But, and I think this is where Gilbert Arenas is wrong when it comes to saying that they would go off. The NBA today has made everybody into a star. Players that are not stars think that they are stars. So With me, I'm 6'4". I'm 230. There's no way I'm looking at the way these guys play now and looking back at how they play in the 90s and saying they would survive. You're not surviving that. Yeah, the 90s might pick up a few fouls here and there, but here's what's going to happen though. These guys are going to start complaining. They're going to get bruised. They're going to get banged up. The game was more physical. So it was a more contact game, contact to contact to contact to win. That's why the score wasn't so high, because it was a physical contact to contact to contact game. That's why Detroit Pistons decided they wanted to beat the shit out of Michael Jordan. Every time he touched the ball, we're gonna beat his ass. Speaking of Detroit Pistons, I saw a video when Isaiah Thomas was on the Arsenio Hall show, and he was giving Michael Jordan all the praise in the world, saying how he loved Magic and he loved Bird. But the man named Air Jordan, oh man, he's sweet, he's nice. But now all of a sudden, he's not the man no more. I mean, come on, Isaiah, cut it out. You know, like, cut it out. Like, get your stuff together, Isaiah. I don't know what you're trying to do. Like, come on, bro, get it together. But yeah, man, the NBA is in a fire sale right now. The Lakers are trying to add some pieces. Avery Bradley didn't get to play in the bubble this year, so you see a couple of teams are out there trying to get him. This is going to be one crazy season, and I'm looking forward to it to see what happens with this season, because man, it is starting to heat up already. I don't know how they're gonna do with, with the rookie combine and all of that due to the whole COVID situation, but hopefully we get to see we get a little taste of the young cats that are coming in. But man, I'm ready. I want to see some more trades. So a trade, I'm almost done. So a trade that I was hearing about was Paul George and Russell Westbrook being flip-flop. I don't know how true that is, but I don't get it. Man, I'm just at lost right now for what is going on. This is why I love the NBA. You never know what to expect. It is going to be crazy. I think this, oh my goodness, I'm ready. I don't even know what to think. I'm just ready to watch them hoop. I'm ready. The Lakers, I think, just hung their banner. Congrats to my Lakers. Big things. Oh, man. But y'all have a blessed one. This is your boy, Michael. I'm here. Check out my podcast video if you want to see me. I'm going to do some live shows coming up soon. I'm going to have a number and everything, so y'all can call in. It's coming soon. Takes a little bit of time, but comment on this video. Let me know what you guys think of the upcoming draft. Who do you think is going to go number one? Does my Lakers repeat? Do the Warriors come back? Does Brooklyn take over the East from Giannis and the Bucks? Let me know what you guys think, man. Y'all stay blessed, never stress. You done know. Y'all vibes.